Today we have an interesting subject to talk about. When you consider the various responses you receive from others when a guy or woman reveals they are boyfriend and girlfriend as compared to being engaged to be married, it is really fascinating. Friends aren't really impressed when the lady tells them, "I got a boyfriend, it's her fourth lover this year, and she cheated on the previous 3 with a man who slept with her for 2 years, but never showed any sign of commitment." Her friends understand that this is not a huge thing because they are aware that she still needs to put in the effort to keep his interest and commitment. They are aware that he has the ability to bounce at any time for any cause with no harm or loss. But when a man tells his friends, "I've chosen to make Emily my main girl," they all give him high fives because they know Emily will act appropriately. They are aware that she gives him head, prepares his meals, and stays in his pocket. Whether they acknowledge it or not, this is what every woman wants. Guys, now when a woman tells her friends that she's engaged, her friends are thrilled. She got a guy who is committed to her sexually. Okay, that's something every girl can achieve. The main problem is convincing him to put a ring on it, and if she succeeds, her friends will know she struck gold. She is set for life if she can just walk him down the aisle and have 1 child with him. Marriage is the golden ticket out of having to uphold her value as a woman, so she no longer needs to actively fight for his focus and loyalty. Divorce or not, at least financially, guys are trapped with a woman for life, and when a man announces to his mates that he is getting married because the girl wore him down, his homeboys know it is the start of the end. They are aware that 7 years, 3 children, and 2 extramarital relationships later, he will have to cope with an obese, sassy woman who controls him in all respects. Women realize that girlfriends have to work more than spouses, and men know that girlfriends are better than wives. Women nowadays, it is well known, prefer the pyramid scheme dynamic. Get paid every day for the labor you perform once, 1 honest blowjob, 1 child, and get a decent lawyer to take half his stuff, and the woman can basically live the rest of her life chilling. Therefore, I'm going to highlight the significant distinctions between girlfriends and wives for any men out there who are considering getting married. The 3 key differences are sex, conduct, and control. So let's get started right now. Start with sexual activity. We will start with the ladies. Simply put, ladies are no longer inspired to engage in sexual activity with their spouses. It is the fault of men who don't expect them to maintain the conduct that got them the ring in the first place, if she even earned it, because they assume it's over once they have the ring. Guys, the moment we cross the bridge from she being the girlfriend to a wife, my ex-wife did this. We started off like a fairy tale. We took her to what seemed to be a paradise after eloping from work, and all I got in exchange was starfish sex and attitude. She may have given me the head 3 times over the 7 years I was with her. On the other hand, since they are not legally obligated to you via marriage, girlfriends frequently give it their all. Because they lack the absolute commitment that allows them to seal their legs, they are much more inclined to have sex with you. They strive for marriage or some other type of long-term commitment, which is why they are always acting appropriately. Returning to my ex-wife, we engaged in sexual activity non-stop while we were dating. She was the ideal partner ever. She cooked. She gave head and booty. I'll tell you right now that girlfriends also frequently engage in oral sex with you and allow you to enter via the back door because they are aware that if she stops, she'll be let go without a second glance. And if and when I decide to do it, she cannot invoke the state to get her pound of flesh from me. Therefore, let's discuss conduct. First, let's talk about the wives. The fact that American spouses behave the worst in the world is an established fact. They are snobby. They moan, and as I previously mentioned, they cease giving up. And when they do, it's with a lack of enthusiasm. Keep in mind that is starfish sex. Wives don't do you any favors while you're out in public, and they just care about how much money you can put in their wallets. Because they have power, wives behave badly. You will lose influence if you marry her. The instant you sign your life away on that marriage certificate, she knows she has you by the balls, and especially when you get her pregnant. Women are aware that marriage is a disadvantage for men. You should be aware of this, and the reason they appear indifferent is that as soon as you consider filing for divorce, they can cash in the lottery ticket they've been saving up since the day she duped you into going down the aisle. Examining girlfriends and behavior now, girlfriends act considerably better since they go above and beyond to ensure your happiness. Aside from giving up the booty whenever you ask for it, they also take the small extra steps to make your life much easier. Girlfriends make an honest attempt to look their best for you. They exhibit good manners in public. They don't argue, and they are content to be with you. She'll ask you, "What color of the lipstick do you want, babe?" If you say something like, "Listen, wear nothing but lipstick and heels tonight," she'll say, "Sure, honey." "What sort of beer you guys want if I say, 'Listen, my fellas are coming over to watch the game, please mix some snacks'?" What will you do if she refused to listen? This is easy. You turn away or perhaps even get up and go. Girlfriends are very aware of this, particularly when they are with a sought-after, valuable man. In terms of women, commitment means leverage that they have on you as long as you're committed to them. It's a trap, basically. Exactly for this reason, girlfriends behave better than husbands. You can control her behavior if you maintain your leverage. Let's examine control now. Authority over your life specifically. Husbands can never act independently, guys. They might be able to, but they're not. Why? They are terrified of their spouses. Therefore, keep in mind the power she wields. Husbands believe that they need permission. They believe that their spouses must give them permission before they even have to take a piss. Guys, that is pathetic. The terrible part is that, as a male, you are aware of what deal you got yourself into. Even if she doesn't agree with it at the moment, if your woman trusts you, she will go with your decision. That's something that doesn't happen with married men, unfortunately. In the sales industry, I frequently encountered this. I approach a man on the car lot or a man at a mattress store, and I give him the entire sales speech. He is prepared to purchase, but he then adds, "I need to run this by the wife." However, a lot of the time they say, "Well, I have to run this past the wife because I don't have the balls to tell you no. I don't want your bed. I don't want your vehicle. I found it cheaper someplace else. I found it better somewhere else." I mean, after marriage, guys are forced to take permission to spend their own money. Not only do men do this with large purchases, but also with smaller ones that must be handled by their spouses, such as dress shoes, perfume, buying a new phone, or even a gallon of freaking milk. You folks have a wretched life. You want to go out and let off some steam with your friends. No, she is ill. You wish to participate in a baseball league. You simply don't have the time. You want to join a gym. No, you can't because she claims you can't afford it. Husbands have no power over their own lives. They need to think about how their women will feel, behave, think, say, respond, and so on before making any decision. Most of the time, women will thwart any ideas a husband has that will make him happy or satisfied without them. Now let's look at bachelors. Unmarried men and bachelors with girlfriends are free to act whatever they choose and whenever they please. Nobody, not even their girlfriends, needs to give them permission. You wish to spend the weekend in the mountains? Great, let's do it. You might invite your partner along, or you could decide against it. But regardless of what she does, says, or thinks, you're moving forward. It's your decision. You want a night out with your friends. Why not? You want to invite your pals over for no particular reason. Of course you can. This is your space and world. Nobody is there to challenge what you want to do or how you want to spend. These men are single, and nobody has them by the balls. They make all of their decisions independently. Therefore, they don't require anybody else's consent to take any action. Guys, as I just mentioned, spouses have little incentive to be excellent wives, and girlfriends have every motivation to maintain their relationship with their boyfriends. Everything depends on how valuable you are compared to her, as well as if you have any leverage. Above all, avoid getting married because as soon as you do, your leverage, along with your independence, money, and balls, vanishes. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and remember this before you even think about marriage. It's a trap.